Yeah. Well, they're signaling me. Good morning,
There you
everyone.
go.
Good morning and welcome, and Happy
Yay.
New Year to everyone.
Happy.
Yes. So, welcome to the Golden Gate Center for Spiritual Living. And I'm happy to see you all here in person, and a special welcome to those who are joining us online. My name is Leslie Giannetti, and I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner in this community. And our beloved senior minister, Reverend Mary Marie Shelton, is taking a holiday break to be with her family, and she'll be back with us next Sunday. So I'm here today as your MC for our beautiful Sunday celebration, welcoming the new year. And as we begin, please take a few moments to stand up and move around the room and greet your neighbors.
Which we've been doing. Doing it again. Hey.
Anyway, what I was going to say.
Oh dear, I'm on.
I can greet you now.
I've seen you.
I came for you.
Oh my God. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for coming. Makes me very happy.
Yeah, I came.
Catherine.
Hello. I think I'm mic'd up. I'm not sure. But
What?
I think I'm mic'd, but whatever. So I have to be careful what I say to you, I love you so much. Good to see you too. All right.
Oh, well, it's so wonderful to see your beautiful face here again. We missed you,
I love coming back. I really do. And it's one of those. I told Frank it's heart opening. It just makes me.
Okay, everybody. Thank you for your warm greeting and
I do.
hugs and smiles. So please come back and return to your seats now.
Oh no.
And we have a wonderful guest speaker this morning, whom I'll introduce shortly. But first, I'd like to welcome our guest musicians this morning on video. We have 4 different musicians this morning: Gary Lynn Floyd, Nathan Aswell, Denise Rosier, and Daniel Namod. So please stand now and sing the opening song, One Big Family, with Gary Lynn Floyd.
Good morning, Golden Gate Center for Spiritual Living. Gary Lynn Floyd here with you again this morning. We're going to start out with an oldie but a goodie. Hope you'll sing it with me. Get up on your feet and dance around a little bit if you want. Goes like this. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are in love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let's sing all that with me again. Here we go. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. You sound great this morning. Thank you.
Well, thank you for that. So, please silence your cell phones now as we prepare for our opening prayer with our beloved spiritual practitioner, Rick Walt.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Am I? No, we didn't have to mute it. It was already up. Never mind. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy New Year. Sort of. Getting there. At any rate, I invite you to close your eyes, take a deep breath. And let go of everything but this present moment. And I invite each and every one of us to embrace this moment. As we reflect back on 2023, all the love, any loss, knowing indeed that it was all God, just as each and every one of us is a physical manifestation of the one, that first cause. Each and every action of 2023 was God in motion. So as we prepare to release 2023, that our hearts open up to the beautiful words of Reverend Catherine Sox as she talks to us today about God letting go, being here now. And I am so grateful for this community, for a place where we can hear the truth. We can feel God in every cell of our body, and that any and all judgment is gone, out the window, released, grounded to the center of Holy Mother Earth. I am so grateful for this community. So together, as I release this word into the creative law, knowing indeed that we are going to have a perfect service today, I invite us all together to say, and so it is.
Thank you, Rick. And now we have a solo by our guest musician, Nathan Aswell.
The next song is a special request from Reverend Mary. It's a song of mine called The Making of a Soul. The making of a soul, the making of a soul. I'm busy with the making of a soul. I've come as a magician and an ordinary man to make a contribution and be part of the plan. There is no destination, the journey is the goal. I'm busy with the making of a soul. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Busy with the making of a soul. Part of me's an artist, part of me's a fool. I have no map to guide me, there is no book of rules. The only thing that's certain is joy will lead me home. I'm busy soul. Whoa, whoa, busy with the making of a soul. The making of a soul. The making of a soul. I'm busy with the making of a soul. Lurking in my shadow are things I must reclaim. I call them out into the light and give each one a name. 'Cause everyone's a mirror that helps to make me whole. I'm busy with the making of a soul. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Busy with the making of a soul. The making of a soul. The making of a soul. I'm busy with the making of a soul. I'm part of God unfolding. I trust and fully give. All that really matters is that while I live, my gifts are what is needed. The universe is home. I'm busy with the making of a soul. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Busy with the making of a soul. The making of a soul. The making of a soul. I'm busy with the making of a soul. The making of a soul. The making of a soul. I'm busy with the making of a soul.
Wow. Wow.
Well, what I'd like to say about Reverend Catherine Sachs as our speaker this morning is that when she came to us in 2015, she was published in the Science of Mind magazine and several times, which is, it's just so wonderful. She's a very gifted writer. But our claim to fame at the Golden Gate Center is that she ordained with us in 2018.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
yes.
I loved it. Oh.
Yes. Yes. It was a beautiful ceremony. We were so honored to be your host home. And so we're still part of her family, part of her home. And it's a joy to have her with us today. Please welcome Reverend Catherine Sachs.
Oh, God. Thank you. Oh, my God. Good morning. I told Frank, where should I stand? Okay, keep going right here. I'm all right. I told Frank, to be back here is like heart opening to me. You're my family, you're my home, and I'm so happy to be back. I really am. Hi, everyone. Hi, all of you out there.
Welcome home.
Thank you. Hi, Gail. Hi, Stan. Good to see everyone and to know that there are more people zooming in. And congratulations for everyone coming out in the cold weather. I mean, this is cold for California, I know. And on this day, December 31st, 123, 123, right? So let's begin. This year, I know that Golden Gate, like Oakland Center where I am now, has been following the Centers for Spiritual Living themes and topics. So the whole year has been about living out loud, which is something I know nothing about. And this month has been all about living as wholeness. And now because December has 5 Sundays in it, you've already heard about wholeness at least 4 times by Reverend Mary. And I was thinking, I'm going to be hard-pressed to come up with something different, maybe something that you haven't already heard. But considering that it is New Year's Eve, oh, that wonderful luminous time, okay, that liminal space between endings and new beginnings, where we're trembling in this no spaceness, let's see if we can't play with the idea just a little bit more. So it's New Year's Eve. And first off, of course, I wonder how many people still make New Year's resolutions? Do you? Yeah? A few. Okay, great. What is a resolution anyway? Well, I'm going to tell you, naturally. I'm the speaker, I get to do these things. But I looked it up, and this is interesting. What we consider resolution to mean started back in the 1500s, when the meaning of holding firmly to a purpose was first found, you're never going to guess, in Shakespeare. I swear, I think everything in the English language started with William Shakespeare, right? So holding firmly to a purpose, making a choice and sticking with it no matter what. That's resolution, that's resolve. And the usual joke about New Year's resolutions is that they rarely last longer than January, maybe sometimes even less than that, particularly if it comes to diet and exercise. I mean, been there, done that, or not done that, as the case may be. But anyway, this New Year, I think that after practicing this whole living as wholeness and talking about it over this whole month, we can have some fun with the usual resolutions we can make for living better. Because every day this coming year, as we call 2024 into being, no matter the circumstances, we can choose to feel blessed, to be a blessing to all, and to use that idea and that sense of wholeness as the lens through which we view our lives and the world. Now, that sounds easy, right? No. Not so easy when we think about the facts of the many things that are looming before us in the coming year. Threats to safety, threats to peace, cataclysmic violence, disasters, negative things. These are facts. Yet I'm going to be talking about calling us to something deeper, truth. Because in the midst of all of this in the world, we can choose to release our beliefs and to cease the actions that hold us in fear, that keep us limited and small, right? That keep us from living the fulfilling life that God wants for itself as each of us. And I think the way we do that is in that very, very interesting word, choice. The power of choice. I call it our superpower. What do they call it? All those Avengers and marvelous superheroes. The power of choice. The sweet taste of choice. We are creative beings. Correct? We are microcosms of the one original and authentic creator of all that is. We cannot not create. Our thoughts, when held firmly with purpose, outpicture in events, conditions, things, effects. This is basic religious science, science of mind, and it's something that we're all familiar with, and we always need to be reminded of it. Making something for the soul. Making a soul. The spiritual writer Thomas More once said that in ordinary life, creativity means making something for the soul out of every experience. Now, what he didn't say, but what I believe is also true, is that we are making something for the soul all the time, whether we intend to or not. The only question is, what are we making? And here I want to quote our beloved founder, Ernest Holmes, this one simple sentence that blew me away the first time I read it. We are chemists in the laboratory of the infinite. What then shall we create? That gave me such a sense of power in the goodness and the power of myself as God. So, what then shall I create? Shall it be a life of joy, happiness, prosperity, abundance, friendship, health, vitality? Or shall I create a life of poverty, loneliness, abandonment, misery, pain? I can do that just as easily as I can do the other. So here you have it, this life or that life. Because people, we have that degree of power, this life or that life. And as we stand on the precipice of 2024, I urge us to not doubt our ability to call forth a year of wholeness that makes us one step closer to creating a world that works for everyone. Yeah. I mean, after all, aren't we made in the image and likeness of God, the Spirit? Yeah? As expressions of that, we are in alignment with it, we operate from it, and the inescapable conclusion of all of this is our ability to use our consciousness, our power of thought and choice, to envision, attract, and manifest what our hearts desire. Yeah? Back to Ernest. As God's thought makes worlds and peoples them with living things, so our thought makes our world and peoples it with our experiences. Now, this doesn't mean that I control everything and all things that happen to me. No. All of the experiences that find themselves coming into my life. Because you know what? We share this world with about 70 billion other people, all of whom are going about creating their lives and their worlds, right? So it stands to reason we're going to cross paths sometimes and get tangled up in somebody else's story, right? I mean, sometimes the blowback from another person's manifestations may land in my backyard, and it's not always welcome or comfortable. So, I'm not God in that sense. I don't control all the things that happen to me, no. But I do have total control of how I experience what happens to me. We have the right to choose how we experience our lives. Shall I experience with a taste that is sweet or sour? Shall I make it something to learn from or something to resent and feel victimized by? I've done both. The victimization stuff doesn't work real well. So as we look back in this year just finished, 2023, almost finished, living as wholeness to me includes, as Rick said, being thankful for all of it. The blessings and the learnings, right? The things that didn't always feel so good. St. Paul encouraged us, in all things give thanks. And this is a tremendous spiritual practice. It really is. Be grateful for all of it. The blessings and the learning, because I will tell you right now, only as we have reconciled and befriended this past year, regardless of what has happened, right? Can we stand in this moment now and be ready to accept the blessings of what's coming and to find the courage and the resolve to call forth and create blessings of our own for ourselves and others. I mean, I am creating my life in the future, as it shall happen, right now. The thoughts and the choices I make in the instantaneous now and the ever-present here are what's important. And I'm going to ask you to remember that phrase because I'm going to come back to it. The instantaneous now and the ever-present here. Now, I began this talk by saying every day this year, no matter the circumstances, we can choose to feel blessed, to be a blessing to others, and to use wholeness as a lens through which we can view our lives and the world around us. There's a lot of blessing going on in all this stuff I've been talking about. Being a blessing, receiving blessings, looking at things as blessings. So I had to do a little research on blessings. This is what I do when I prepare a talk. I go crazy. And I came up with some really good stuff by the poet John O'Donohue. I hope some of you are familiar with his work. It is luminous, insightful, and beautiful. He writes that a blessing is a form of benediction, of course, but it is also a calling forth. When we bless something or someone, we create a more intimate connection with it. We create a more satisfying soul connection with it. And the light and the reverence of a blessing illuminates a person or a situation in a whole new way. To bless. So thinking of it like that, I am all for calling 2024 into being in a new way. And a year of always remembering that the love, the power, and the gifts of God are more authentic than our illusions and our fears and our own limitations. Now, speaking of illusions, it seems that in the human realm, when we're talking about choice, we live with the idea that if we get something, we have to lose something. If I choose this, I can't have that, right? We have to give something up. And the crazy thing is that all too often, as humans, we tend to focus on our possible losses rather than our potential gains. Many of us, probably all of us at one time or another, choose to stay in our comfortable pain or our familiar discontent, the devil we know, rather than opening the door into something new. The life I'm living versus the life I can claim for myself. And Joseph Campbell famously said, we must be willing to let go of the life we are living to have the life that is waiting to claim us. And I sometimes think that the Creator, beloved God, must be really amused by our perversity in this matter, our reluctance and our resistance to change, our unwillingness to let go, our unwillingness to joyfully engage so that something new can be created. And it shows up in all kinds of ways in our lives, big and small, in some of the silliest things, and I'm going to use myself as an example, and I'm going to bear something that I did that illustrates just how silly we are. I had run to the store some years back to get some stuff. So I'm home and I'm carrying a bag of groceries. Now this is a paper bag. Remember those? Paper bag of groceries. Yeah. And on the way in, I've got my car keys, I got the purse slung over my shoulder, and I stop and pick up my mail. So then I get to the door, which is locked, and I'm trying to get the door unlocked, but I'm not willing to let anything go. So of course, I drop the keys, bend over to get the keys, out go the groceries all over the porch, including a carton of eggs. I mean, I uttered a not blessing word, okay? I didn't utter it. I mean, I was very emphatic about it. You know, and then I had to clean up everything, the door was still locked. In retrospect, it's funny. At the moment, it wasn't so great. But later on, I was reading some stuff by Mark Nepo, and he had kind of the same experience, and he wrote something that went amazing to me. It put my silly, ludicrous little accident into a whole new metaphysical light. He wrote, "It's such a simple thing, but in a moment of ego, we refuse to put down what we carry in order to open the door. We cannot hold on to things and enter." Duh. I mean, so how can I call 2024 into being as wonderful as it can be if I'm still holding on to my bag of 2023 groceries, right? So I'm going to go back now for a moment to the instantaneous now and the ever-present here. Speaking of choices, speaking of being willing to engage, I've quoted Ernest Holmes, Mark Nepo, Joseph Campbell, John O'Donohue, and Thomas More. Now, I'd like to read to you something from the Old Testament of the Christian Bible. This is from the book of Isaiah. And in chapter 65, Yahweh tells Isaiah, "Behold, I create new heavens and a new earth. And the former things shall not be remembered, nor come to mind. My people shall plant vineyards and eat their fruit. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer them, and before they speak, I will hear them." Before they call, I will answer. Before they speak, I will hear. Because before you speak is the movement of spirit inside, in the heart, in the soul, and God knows what that is. Because it's already there. How can it get any more instantaneous now than spirit responding to us before we call out? Yeah. So, resolution, choice, letting go, blessing. All of this is about calling 2024 into a new kind of world. But as we continue to explore this, there's one last point I'd like to make. It's fairly easy to make a resolution and be in that instantaneous now during those mega moments in our lives. You know, like when you open your new journal on January 1st, and here's that wonderful blank page, just waiting for your thoughts, your affirmations, for your pen to hit that paper. Oh, the freshness, the newness, the infinite possibility of these peak instantaneous now moments. They are magnificent. Yay, January 1st. But what about January 2nd and 3rd and 27th and February 8th? I think we would do well to pay attention to the day after, all these chief moments of our lives. Because it's on those days after that we return to the customary, to our habits. And if you are familiar with Howard Thurman's beautiful meditation, "Keep fresh before me the moments of high resolve," you'll get what I'm talking about. Because in this meditation, Howard Thurman talks about how glorious that moment of insight and inspiration is, how we are totally uplifted and we are complete and whole, and it's never going to change. This is it from now on. And then he speaks about how as the days pass, the grit and the dirt and the details of daily living begin to wear one down. And we forget. What was once so shiny and bright becomes kind of dull and abraded with the dust and grit of everyday customary living. And we forget. Now that is very human, and it is very understandable. So, I call us now, as we talk about making resolutions, to pay attention to the morning after. And that morning after can last for many mornings, okay? In any way that works for you in your spiritual practice, in your self-awareness, whether you write about it in your journal, you make a list, you make a reminder, you light a candle, whatever it takes, okay? Just do it. I mean, you get to write the script for your life. Why not write a love story? A love story for everyone. For yourself. Even for those people who you may not think deserve to be so loved. Because the truth is, God's love doesn't have to be deserved. It is freely given. So be like God. Write that script. Keep that resolution in mind. Do the things that help you to keep fresh the moments of high resolve. In closing, because it is December 31st, I say, and now we welcome the new year. A year full of things that have never been. And so, may your choices be sweet. May your life be blessed and be a blessing. May you create the life your heart desires and waste your heart on fear no more. And before you call, you will be answered. And so it is. Namaste. Thank you. You guys are so great. The energy, the looks, the faces, the eyes. Boy, you just make me filled up. This is one of those mega moments that I'm not going to forget. Okay, so let's anchor that with prayer, okay? So in this moment of total joy, total soul connection, what I accept and know is that that is God. That is spirit. That is the all in all, and it's always there. My source, my substance, every element of me is just bathed in it, inspired by it, and operating through it. And as this is my truth, it is true for all. I know that we don't have to work to earn it. It is there. And in the givingness and the love and the power of God, I speak the word of acceptance and joy, knowing that before I speak, it's already said yes to. Before I answer, or before I call out, it is answered. And so in this moment, I call forth for each of us a 2024 that defies the news, that defies the facts and the appearances of all things that hurt in this world. And that we bring to this year a strong resolution firmly held in our hearts and our souls for living in blessing and being a blessing to all. No exceptions. And we do this every day. Because what I claim and know for us is that in turn then we are filled to overflowing with the givingness of God in ways that meet each person's exact desire to live a fulfilled life. With health, prosperity, friendship, love, laughter, adventures, fun, anything, all things, creativity, beauty, comfort. It's there. The qualities are there. God says yes, and I claim and know for each of us then that there is that within us which is ready, willing, able, and eager to open up that door and embrace it. It's there, knocking upon our consciousness, seeking to manifest. And so in this moment, what I know for each of us is that we can. I claim the willingness to do it. And I claim the gratitude for what walks through the door and blesses our lives. All the goodness, all the pain, all the hurts, all the learnings. It is all one. It is all for us, not against us in any way. So in gratitude and joy, in the fullness of heart, in the wholeness of spirit, I give thanks for it. And I release this word, knowing it has already been answered. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Reverend Catherine.
You're welcome,
That's
babe.
beautiful. So now we have a morning affirmation. Let's all stand and say it together, please. The new
year awaits my declaration of its wholeness. Today I declare for myself a year of more love, more peace, more spiritual awareness. I live from wholeness moment by moment, so my new year is seeded with patience, peace, and gratitude now, and so it is. Patience.
So thank you. Thank you. Ooh, that fit perfectly with your,
did.
your talk. So now is the time of our conscious giving. So will the ushers please take your places? Thank you very much. And so whatever you give, whether you do so automatically through online banking, cash check, or text, what's important is what's in your heart as you give, that your intention is love-filled.
Yes.
So will the ushers please come forward and that's perfect. Sorry, we're in a different place today. Excuse me. They already are.
Oh, okay.
So if you'd like to donate via text, the number is 415-779-7613. You can also go directly to our website, ggcsl.org, and click on the Donate tab. So please hold your gift over your heart as we say the blessing. This gift I give is God in action.
I now send it forth to bless and to prosper. I know that everywhere it goes, it is creating a world living in love, one heart and one thought at a time, and so it is.
Thank you, ushers. Go ahead. Now we have Denise Rosier.
I could wear a rainbow in the month of June. Put a quote on my car window about the good I wanna do. I could buy a poster praising everybody's work. Take a picture by a waterfall, prove I care about the earth. To show I know what love means, that's who I could be. What love needs is my voice speaking from my truth. What love needs is showing up, knowing what is mine to do. What love needs are hands and feet. What love needs is me. I could circle holy places to visit when I can. Pin a ribbon on my overcoat, raise another flag. I could cheer the loudest for someone else's work. Tell the youth to go forward and heal the world of hurt. To show I know how love moves, that's what I could do. What love needs is my voice speaking from my truth. What love needs is showing up, knowing what is mine to do.
What's her name? Denise Rosier. Okay.
So, on behalf of the Golden Gate Center for Spiritual Living, we accept this beautiful offering this morning with gratitude and send it into the world to bring healing and transformation. Thank you, and so it is.
And so it is.
So, I would like to welcome those of you who are here for the first time and let you know that there's a little gift waiting for you at our welcome table, which is right by the front door. And just fill out the blue welcome card inside the welcome envelope, and you'll be given a little free book. And thank you very much for attending today, and we hope you've enjoyed the morning celebration. And we're grateful to everyone who helped make today's Sunday celebration possible.
Yeah.
Especially, we'd like to thank Reverend Catherine Sachs.
Thanks, sweetheart. And Leslie Giannetti, our spiritual MC. Woo! That's right.
As you can see, it takes a village to put this together,
Yeah.
and it's wonderful.
My gosh.
So we have a few announcements this morning. The first one is the Marin Food Bank volunteer openings. And we can contact Ellen Nicosia to sign up for January 9th. It's from noon to 2 at the San Rafael warehouse. Here's the phone number and Ellen's email. And also we want to encourage you to join the Golden Gate Center for Spiritual Living on Meetup. It's free. You can check out all our upcoming events and click attend on those that you plan to come. This is a new idea, concept for 2024. We hope that you'll give it a try. Also, I'd like to mention the, let me wait for the
I see it was just on.
The grieving?
oh,
It was there.
okay. So the grieving,
go.
here we go. Thank you very much, gentlemen. So the grieving workshop is going to be January 28th at the Sunrise Center from 1 to 3.
21st.
The 21st. The 21st. Yes, the 21st. The 28th. It's going to be on the 28th. The 28th.
Why don't you do it twice?
It's at the end of the month, that's for sure. It's the last Sunday of the month, that's
Okay.
absolutely sure.
All right.
What I really want to say to you is we had 16 people in attendance last time. So anything that might be on your heart and that Reverend Sachs mentioned today, that might be upcoming, any change that's a burden on your heart, anything you've been keeping to yourself for 40 years or something that just happened this morning, we're here, we're a spiritual family, and we support each other with spiritual practices, and we hold the high watch for each other. It's a confidential, a very intimate opportunity to have fellowship. So I want you all to consider yourself invited. And let's see.
Next one. Yeah, we'll get through it.
Okay.
All right. So the Wednesday evening meditation will resume as usual on January 3rd. So as we close our morning celebration, I'd like to invite all the practitioners here today to surround the room, please, to prepare for a prayer. And as a reminder, our prayer practitioners are licensed spiritual mentors, and many of whom have private practices and can provide full sessions for you. Each week, the practitioners at the prayer table, which is not here this morning, are available for prayer following the closing song. So I encourage you to consider having a prayer with a spiritual practitioner sometime after service. And there's also a prayer box typically on Sunday service where you can put in a written request. And the prayer practitioners on duty, they always pray over that written request for a whole week. So today, the spiritual practitioners will bless us all with a chamber of prayer where we will all pray individually at the same time out loud for our whole community. So please close your eyes now and go within, and practitioners, please begin. So realize that there's only one power, one presence, but this one is always operating for the highest possible good. Even in this moment, it is lifting everyone into the realm of the highest, that each one is a unique individualized. I speak my word for each one, and I claim it opening in consciousness for deep resonant realization of one life expressing, seeking deeper and greater expression. Every moment, every day, every month, there is no separation. The life within is always guiding each one for the highest possible good. And I give thanks, Katrina, for the life within each one that expresses every moment, every day in wholeness. And I release my word to you, which accepts my participation. And so it is. Thank you very much,
so
practitioners. So let's please stand together for the closing blessing and song. And let's speak this closing blessing together.
I now walk so that whoever walks beside me dwells in the presence of God, and whoever places a hand in mine is lifted, and whoever thinks of me is illumined with God consciousness, for spirit and all people and I are one eternally, and so it is.
And so it is.
Sing this with me, won't you?
All right.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Sing it again. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. One more time. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks
Thank you
again.
very much.
Have a great week.
everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy
God
New
bless you.
Year. Woo! All right. Oh. Hey, everyone.